Liverpool's transfer window has already delivered its share of headlines, but the story might not be finished yet. A fresh twist has emerged surrounding longtime target Alexander Isak, casting new light on a potential move that many believed was off the table. With major developments unfolding behind the scenes, the Swedish striker is once again at the centre of growing Anfield speculation, and this time things are beginning to feel real. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. But first, Alexis Mac Allister was not involved in Liverpool's open training session in Hong Kong on Thursday, as the midfielder continues to work his way back to full fitness. 23 outfield players took the pitch at the Kai Tak Stadium in a training session attended by over 25,000 Hong Kong Reds on Thursday. Mac Allister was a notable absentee as the squad were put through their paces on a hot evening, with his focus remaining on completing his individual program before rejoining his teammates. The number 10 missed the last 2 games of the season and Argentina's subsequent international fixtures in June after the decision was made to give him extra time to recover. He is still not fully fit, but was pictured earlier this week working with head of rehab physiotherapy, Lee Nobes, wearing boots and working with a ball. It suggests he's not far away from a return, but is, therefore, unlikely to be considered for the friendly against AC Milan on Saturday. As for new signing Hugo Ekitike, he has landed in Hong Kong and will meet his teammates after their session before talking to the club's in-house media on Friday. Luis Diaz was involved amid Bayern Munich's pursuit for his signature, with Darwin Núñez also present as slot and his coaches watched on closely. Liverpool's open session in Hong Kong was met with plenty of reactions from the stands as the 25,000-strong crowd watched the side warm up and play 6-on-7 contests. Florian Wirtz and Mohamed Salah got the crowd going with their efforts, as did saves from Georgi Mamardashvili. Liverpool will return to the stadium on Saturday at 12:30 p.m. to meet AC Milan in their latest pre-season friendly before flying to Japan to face Yokohama F. Marinos. Now in a huge Alexander Isak bombshell, Liverpool's summer transfer spree shows no signs of slowing. On Wednesday night, the Premier League champions officially announced the arrival of Hugo Ekitike from Eintracht Frankfurt, but the Frenchman may not be the only striker walking through the doors at Anfield. Despite securing Ekitike's signature, sources close to the club insist Liverpool remain firmly interested in Newcastle United's Alexander Isak, with the Reds refusing to back down in their long-running pursuit of the Swedish star. Ekitike has completed his medical and agreed personal terms, with Liverpool confirming the deal via their official channels. The initial transfer fee stands at £69 million, rising to a potential £79 million with add-ons, according to the Times. A significant outlay, but part of a wider summer splurge nearing the £300 million mark, following deals for Florian Wirtz, Jeremy Frimpong and Milos Kerkez. Slot's desire for reinforcements up front is no secret. With Darwin Núñez falling down the pecking order last season, Liverpool have made it a priority to reshape their attacking options. Ekitike is seen as a dynamic and versatile forward, capable of playing centrally, drifting wide, or operating as a second striker. But while Ekitike answers one question, another remains open. Could Isak still be prized away from Tyneside? According to the Liverpool Echo's Ian Doyle, the Reds are still monitoring developments around Isak. Liverpool had explored a deal earlier this summer, but after Newcastle rejected their approach, attention swiftly turned to Ekitike. Yet the club's interest in Isak hasn't cooled. Transfer guru Fraser Fletcher has consistently reported that the Swede is Slot's ideal signing. Liverpool have even been willing to offer Newcastle £120 million for the 25-year-old, an extraordinary figure that would eclipse the £100 million base fee paid for Wirtz. Newcastle, however, are digging in. The club, fresh from lifting the Carabao Cup and clinching a Champions League place for 2025/26, remain resolute in their stance. Isak is not for sale. The Magpies are instead trying to lock down their star striker to a new contract. According to sources, the player is demanding £300,000 per week, while Newcastle are currently prepared to offer £180,000. Meanwhile, Saudi Arabian giants Al Hilal are also circling. One of Isak's representatives, Gonzalo Gaitan, confirmed to Saudi outlet Ariadia that all options are being considered, and a decision on the player's future may not be far away. Newcastle boss Eddie Howe has made clear he wants to keep Isak, but even he admitted there are no certainties in football. Speaking ahead of the club's pre-season tour of Asia, Howe told BBC Radio Newcastle, "He's part of our squad. At this moment in time, I expect him to come. I'd never give a guarantee about anybody because I've been in football long enough to know I could end up looking silly. But the desire from everybody to keep him is as strong as it could be." Despite missing Newcastle's opening pre-season friendly against Celtic, Isak is still expected to travel with the squad on their Far East tour, as reported by the Northern Echo. For Liverpool, the window remains very much open. Ekitike may be through the door, but if they return with another record-breaking offer, the Isak saga could yet deliver one final twist. In other news, Liverpool's interest in Rodrigo is growing, and they have taken the next step in the process. Footmercato reports. They claim discussions have now opened between Anfield Chiefs and the 24-year-old's entourage to discover the feasibility for his possible move to the Premier League, some 8 years on since he rejected the Reds as a teenager. No contact has been made with Real Madrid directly yet. England is said to be Rodrigo's preferred destination, despite the allure of Paris Saint-Germain and Bayern Munich. The Brazilian is set to fully discover Los Blancos' plan for him next season, but for now, it is suggested his squad role will continue under manager Xabi Alonso. Therefore, the winger has not ruled out leaving. Florian Plettenberg of Sky Sports Germany had provided his own update on Rodrigo beforehand. The reporter made his own claim that Liverpool were watching the situation closely as Real are open to selling their player, meaning Rodrigo himself is exploring his options. But there is one huge if in the case of the Reds taking action to make this signing. Before beginning, they would have to be certain they are selling Luis Diaz. As LFC News have reported this summer, Liverpool's stance has been against selling their number 7, even rejecting a £58.6 million offer from Bayern Munich. The German champions are expected to come back with an improved attempt, so it is still a live situation. As things stand, Liverpool's growing interest in Rodrigo signals intent, but it's a move that hinges on one major condition. The Reds are unlikely to make a concrete push unless Luis Diaz is sold, a scenario that remains unresolved despite heavy interest from Bayern Munich. With discussions now underway between Liverpool and Rodrigo's representatives and Real Madrid reportedly open to a sale, the groundwork is quietly being laid. Whether it all materializes into a blockbuster transfer depends on the next domino to fall at Anfield. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.